Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Goal Line Gab. This is your host, Alex, and of course, Chris. And thank you for watching us and willing to listen to all our thoughts. Don't try at home, like Chris, as always, and let's have fun. So, we're going to start first with Leeds United versus Brighton in game week number 10. What to say about this game? It was a away game for Leeds. Was a horrible performance. Mm. I don't I don't think because I was very surprised by them the week before. Like I said that I'm amazed the way they play. They're having a very good performance based on the quality of the players and based on the quality of the squad. Last game was proving me right or proving me wrong in the sense that we were horrible. I mean, proving me right that we don't have quality, and proving me wrong that we're not playing good. We're not good at all. So I don't have any hopes that something's gonna change in terms of even in the winter window, transfer window. I don't think any addition is gonna change anything unless you're gonna get like a super striker and a playmaker, a number 10 that can actually provide um, passes and create chances. Other than, I don't know. I don't blame the coach still. I don't think it's his fault for now, but let's see. What do you think, Chris?
I think 3-0. I think flattered Leeds. I think it could have been much, much, much worse. I think it should have been. I think if it was 5-0, 6-0, I don't think you. I don't think it would. I think it would have reflected the way the game was. I think you guys started off slow, very pedestrian. I think the only probable positive thing you can take out of that game, if there's really any positives to take out of that game, is, and this is a little bit of like cheek and tongue, right? Calvert-Lewin looked a little bit better, a little bit better. Again, nothing to really brag about, but a little bit better. The goalkeeper, aside from that he made a little bit mistake for the third goal. I don't know what he was thinking over there with that pass. Again, there was enough bodies in the back for them to stop the third goal. There was enough people to take control of that situation.
I don't think it was.
You just looked easy to play against. That's it. It was just easy. It looked like easy work for Brighton. Um,
I know, right?
we,
I feel like we didn't show up to the game, and
no, you didn't show up. You were so slow. You gave them the ball. You didn't really press them. And Brighton from the beginning, from the get-go, looked like they wanted to win the game. And we just played Brighton not too long ago, 2 games ago. And okay, I mean Brighton are not a bad team, right? But it wasn't like it's not like they're anything wow. Again, they're a good team. But you guys you looked off the pace, 100%.
right,
You didn't create much. You didn't do much.
there was nothing there to create anyway. We don't have the quality. We don't have the players.
I don't
Um,
even know if a striker you want a striker. I don't even know if that's really what you.
I mean, um, a striker that when he gets the ball, he can finish.
You mean do something out of nothing?
Pretty much because Dominic had chances. And I'm not talking about only this last game, but in the past,
Yeah, yeah,
you know,
chance.
5 games, he had a lot of chances and he only scored 1 goal. And, I think, like, if it was, like, a better striker, I think would make a difference, you know? Looking at the guy from, Brentford, he's scoring, right? I mean, what, he's
No, yeah, you're right.
a top striker? Did he get so many chances? No, he gets 1 chance, he scores. Takes the ball and he goes and he scores. That's what a striker does. What, you need to give all the time the ball in on the just to tap in? No. You need to create chances. I mean, look, I have nothing against his work ethic of Dominic work ethic. I think uh, he works a lot. Uh, he's wasting a lot of energy impressing. I'm not saying he's not doing a good job or his presence is not there, but he that doesn't put himself in a good place that he can actually score. That's what I think he's missing. Does that he doesn't know where to attack. Doesn't know to stay
The
back in
space.
order to get the ball. He always goes closer to the goal line.
He should have done better with that ball that came in across. I think he could have maybe
He
could have
scored
like tried to get at the end of it.
right. He tried twice. So some I don't know flicks or whatever, like some.
He had a nice touch, but I mean, again, you're reaching. I'm saying he looked a little bit better. Again, I don't think you guys showed up for the game. I think Brighton they out hustled Leeds. They out passed Leeds. They were more very. They cut through you guys like a hot knife through butter
Right.
with
I
their
was
pass.
I was
There
expect
was the space for them to play into.
I was expecting Brighton to be tired after the League Cup, wherever they played, right, and they lost. I was expecting it to be very tired, but apparently they were very fresh, more fresh than us, and we had there's extra of training and recovery.
And Minta kept causing you guys a lot of problems too. A lot of problems. He looks like a wild card that caused you problems nonstop. He was good. Gomez, they got a little bit fortunate with the second goal. I mean, not fortunate, but the way the ball ricocheted and Gomez ran onto it, like he got a little bit fortunate over there. But overall, the Leeds deserve nothing out of that
Yeah,
game.
they
Nothing.
deserve to lose, right?
Yeah.
But
So
anyway, so
the
let's
the
see.
problem that you guys have the next two games don't look pretty for you guys either. I mean, we just played Forest and
I know.
they're gonna give you a serious run.
Are we playing?
I don't know, you
Uh,
playing home or away?
let me see. Playing away. Playing away. If we had maybe if we have played at home, we had a better chance. But
And then
anyways,
you and then you
we
and then you
had
play Villa after that.
4 games, whatever. The one with Brighton was nothing that maybe is nothing we can get. Again, we didn't get nothing at Burnley. We didn't get nothing at Brighton. So we only got
You
three
got
points.
something at West Ham.
3 points at West Ham. So
That's it.
maybe another 3 points
With Forest.
today with Forest. Lucky 3 points. Who knows? Maybe we're gonna get lucky because only God can save the Leeds.
I mean, we'll get into that a little bit later on the show, but this weekend is going to be
Fire.
yeah, this weekend there's a couple of decent battle of the third fixtures down there. So it's it's gonna be interesting to see who takes points off of who. Um, like we played Forest. I don't think we did anything special in the game. I think Forest were up for it. Um, the first half, I think we looked all right. Again, nothing too crazy. That then we just the Bozo gene, that 5 minutes of absolute calamity from United. And I mean, I guess you can say we got lucky too with the goal from the corner. But I mean, like there's nothing in it, like corner, no corner. And then you're looking at Amarit to see what type of changes is he gonna make to change the game around. And the Delo looks horrible. I could see
Who?
why he brought on Dorgu and why he didn't really change anything really up front. Because if you're looking and you're chasing for a goal,
But who
you're
said
gonna
that?
leave.
Dalot look horrible?
Yeah, he doesn't look good on the left. He doesn't look good on the left. I mean, I understand that Dorgu's far from being the person you want, right?
The
Uh,
finished
uh, uh,
product.
yeah, if he ever will be, right? But he definitely provides something that Delo was not going to. It's clear to see that United attack predominantly down the right hand side because everything that goes on the left hand side just gets recycled back. I don't think Euro played good at all. That's me personally. I have my reservations about the guy. I don't know. What do you think about Euro?
I think he has potential. He's a young kid. Uh,
I don't think him and Ahmed are on the same wavelength. He gave him a couple of balls.
no, but for instance, I wouldn't play Ahmad as a
Where are you gonna play him?
I don't
Where are you
know.
gonna play him?
I'll play him more advanced, I guess. And
But he said advanced.
I mean, sure that's your fullback, no, right fullback.
You're gonna play him instead of Mbomo. I, he doesn't seem like he's very tactically
I don't think he does
flexible.
defensive. Defensively, I don't think he's good at all. Actually, I think one of the goals was because he lost the guy. No,
You're gonna get some of that. Like it's a sacrifice, right? Because you're trying to get as many attacking players on the pitch as possible. He clearly gives you a lot more going forward than he gives you in the back. And
sure,
some,
yeah.
yeah, 100%, right? And that was his perfect highlight of why not to play
Is
Diallo, right? This can happen.
Mbeumo only good on the right? I think he was playing on the left too.
Yeah, but
But
he's definitely way more effective on the right. He always played really on the right. Played for the right on Brentford. I mean, I'm not checking in to see what he's doing internationally with the national team, but I'm pretty sure he's playing in a very similar position and role, right? Um,
and
the
Ahmad
only thing,
on the left,
hmm? I mean, that's a shout. I don't think it's something that would be unreasonable to try
you're right.
for a game. I also think that as much as it might not be as dire as I'm gonna put it, but I also think the manager is in like survival mode. You know, I don't think he has much room to keep losing games, so to speak.
You're
Even
right.
though that even though that the
Eh,
management, hmm?
to try new things, right?
Yeah, I think there's only so much leeway. There's only so much he can really keep getting wrong and keep losing. Let's face it. Maybe he doesn't strike me as super duper brave. He doesn't, or reasonably flexible to say, okay, like the Forest game. The Forest game was the perfect example to say, okay, it was clear that we were lose. Maybe losing is a little bit harsh, but we didn't have control of the midfield. Okay, I think Anderson was definitely having a decent game, and it was good to see him to see how he stacks up against us. Um, Considering all the news and all the commotion out there, that United are really considering going in after him. Um, he looks like he has an engine, a decent range of passing, combative. He can sense danger. His forward passing is not bad. Um, Controlled, measured. He didn't look like he broke a sweat. Didn't look like he got tired at all in the game. Um, I think the injury that Forrest ran into early on in the game, probably we didn't get to see Anderson playing in a more advanced box to box number eight role, and he was more holding to try to help out the guy who came in. But in that point when we were 2-1 down, it looked very shaky, right? And if you're chasing the game and you're trying to get control of the back, he ultimately took out Euro anyway, right? He brought in Mazarawi, right? And I could see why he did that. He could have also said, okay, I'm just gonna go to a flat back four, okay, and try to bring on, let's say, like a Kobe Main or a Mason Mount, do like a three in the middle and try to like outnumber them, okay? He doesn't seem like he wants to even bother doing that. I don't disagree with you saying that, oh, you tried Diallo on the left, even though I think Ten Hag has done that. Was
I
it Ten Hag?
I don't know. Didn't now he had a chance, a shot that was uh like in this game, right? I think the last chance of the game was him shooting at the goal and
Clearing
someone
off the line.
from off the line, right?
It wasn't
And
off the line, but it would have went in if it wasn't
like right
cleared.
there would have been in. I think it was what was the
It was
center?
it was Diallo who I think yeah, it was Diallo.
Yeah,
Um,
what's his name? Not Moni. What's his name? I forgot.
Munoz, was it Munoz
Yeah,
who
Munoz, right?
I
Munoz.
think Munoz cleared it off the line if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
yeah.
He's a
I like,
decent
he's a decent player, right? I mean,
yeah,
you should for for that. And going back to asking me about what do I think about the Euro, I think he has potential. I like him. Obviously, he's not there yet
no, he's not.
to be considered like a starter, but definitely uh, he needs be given confidence and game time. Maybe if he's gonna be loan for one season, it wouldn't be bad. But even if he's gonna stay, I'm sure he's gonna grow. Um, I like him. Did he protect himself? Do you find him any guilt of any of the two goals? I don't, because he was holding his guy. Okay, the ball went over his head, but I think it was other person that's supposed
I
to
don't
go.
I don't say that because it's easier to pass on guilt, but and that's some in certain instances, yes, you can pass on guilt, right? But I'm saying that I think there's a possibility that the manager also sees him as potentially the weakling in the back three. That he's the first one to either not be in the starting lineup or the first one from the back three to get subbed out. So I think that it sheds some light on what the manager is thinking. Okay. Now with Martinez coming back, it would be interesting to see if he's going to slowly bring Martinez in and what does he do with Luke Shaw. Okay. In the perfect world, okay. If Shaw can stay fit and not get injured, I think Shaw would be the perfect solution for the left, for the fullback. Okay. He puts in a decent cross. He can get out of tight spaces. He's strong enough to hold his own on that side, fast enough to recover.
Is he
Um,
fast enough anymore? I mean, I feel like he lost his pace.
but he can still turn a corner pretty decently. He's smart enough to pick up a foul and a card when he has to. Okay. I think he has that dexterous in him. I'm not saying that he's perfect. I'm not calling him Mendes from PSG, but I'm saying that he has the potential to be a better solution than Delo or Dorgu on the left. Okay,
Dorgo has energy, don't forget. Uh, that's something that Shaw doesn't have anymore. That's what I'm trying to say. And
it
that's
would
why I
be
think
interesting to see how it plays out. Okay, I also think that the better players you put in to different places, the better United are going to look and the more United are going to stay higher up the pitch, which requires you to run less. If the game is constantly because this player cannot, let's use Garnacho as an example. Okay, how many times did Garnacho run, or even Rashford? How many times did they run down a blind alley, lose the ball out of nothing? Constantly, constantly. Okay, more, and that causes more stress on the rest of the team and running back and forth like a basketball game. The more controlled and measured a team can be and recycle the ball, the easier it's going to be to not to conserve energy. Again, I said in an ideal, perfect world, right? Do I would you have and there's no multiple games during the week. It's a one game system,
right.
so that also makes it a little bit easier. I think we could have won the game too. We could have got lucky. We could have nicked it.
Yeah, you have two chances
Okay,
at the end of the game.
we could have nicked it, but I think overall a draw was a fair result. I
Yeah.
think Cunha was okay. I think Mbeumo was okay. I think Casemiro was okay. I don't think anybody was particularly bad. I don't, again, hmm? I think his link up is okay. I don't think his link up is bad at all. I think he can hold on to the ball. I think it's not like he's had a lot of amazing clear cut chances still. Okay, and that's another thing that because realistically speaking, you have three forwards, right? That want to score goals. Cunha wants to score goals, and Bremer wants to score goals. Ahmed, when he gets into a decent situation, he wants to shoot and score. So Sesko is kind of like he's got to wait for somebody to pass to him, right? And that's been an ongoing issue with United for many, many, many years with a striker. It was to the point where one time it's like you can put whoever you want, you can drop whoever you want in the number nine position. They're not gonna get a chance. The team doesn't create for them. I think we look better. We look more cohesive. I think there's a lot of room for improvement. Spurs is coming next. And it would be nice if we can win against Spurs. It makes the Forest result a lot more acceptable. Okay. On the flip side, I think Anderson from Forest looks like a decent player. I wouldn't say no to that. It depends how much they want him. Again, I don't know how much it's gonna be.
I'll pay for him Canada Dry. This one.
You don't like him?
I mean, he's decent. He's good. I don't, is he United player like
No,
United? Oh, United. I know and I grew up with. No. Is he level now that whatever you have right now? It's could be. I mean, he's there is nothing extraordinary. I think there
no,
are
it's not too extraordinary.
players. I think there are other players in the league that are better. I think the guy from Crystal Palace, I think it's even better than him.
Which one?
What's his name? Ward,
Warren?
Warden. Yeah.
I think Wharton needs legs around him. I think
Um,
Wharton needs legs around him.
I
I've
mean,
been hearing a lot of chatter of Wharton and Anderson together, like two of them, both of them. It could
maybe,
work. It it could. I still think, me personally, and I'm gonna say this. I think a two-man middle. is going to struggle. Okay, regardless of who you really have in that middle, unless you're going for two all all out Contes. Okay, that they're not really doing anything. They're not really providing much going forward in terms of you're not expecting them to except recycle the ball from left to right and occasionally break the line and do a crossover switch. Okay, and just be a screen for the defense. Okay, that's what you need. Um, I think what he's really looking for is a center back who can push into the middle. I think that's what ideally he's looking for. Now, I don't know if that's going to be what he thinks is going to be Martinez, who's going to push into the middle. Okay. Um, but I think Martinez injury track record, I think just shows that if a decent offer comes in for him, I say cut your losses and move on. I don't think you can really rely on him. He's had two already really nasty bad injuries at United.
Right.
Prior to him coming to United, he had another bad nasty injury. And I think that's just the trajectory of what happens when you're at that level of an athlete. Once
Right.
you had one too many of these injuries, I don't think you ever fully recover enough to be able to keep up the demand at that level for your body to hold out.
I
And
agree.
it's a shame, and that's the truth. I agree with you about Anderson. There's nothing. It's like it's like a long staff, you know.
Pretty much. I prefer long stuff though. um, but yeah, I mean,
Pick your
look,
poison. You know,
I'm,
I don't. There's nothing special.
I haven't watched Anderson so much to really see his qualities or like even like his defects as well. But what I saw from United game, right? He had a decent game, but it's
Get a
not.
decent name.
I saw him the game before that. I forgot who did they play like the week before, and he missed big chances. Like I mean, like he was not him, you know. And could happen. I mean, it could happen to anybody. But
I don't. Again, I'm not
if,
saying that
if you
he's
asking me,
anything
if you're
special.
asking me right now to be the scout of United or even Leeds or like Man United, I will definitely look in this kid from Fulham, King. I don't know. I like him. I like even the guy from Newcastle, Mile, whatever it is, his name. Mile.
No.
No, you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. No.
No,
The issue is I'm hearing that they want 80 million for Anderson. Come on, really? It's not an 80 million
how
pound.
much was Gibbs White? I think it's better.
But Gibbs White is not the same type of player.
Correct. Correct.
Gibbs White is more a player than what you need. What you're saying, we need a number 10.
Correct.
You
I
get
agree.
me? Um,
I
Gibbs
like
White,
Caicedo in Anderson position. I like Caicedo the most.
hmm?
He's a became a beast.
Caicedo?
Yes,
Yeah, yeah. If you give me Anderson for 30 million,
sure.
I say okay.
Yeah,
I say okay. Anything above 50, 60, I think it's like I think in a year or two you're gonna be like he's a squad player.
correct.
Um, he might be a little bit better than that, and it depends on what you're rating. Okay, he might be a little bit better than Scott McTominay. Okay, he's a little bit faster on the ball. He's a little bit faster on the turn. Maybe he's a little bit faster to release the ball, to recycle the ball. Maybe quicker to see the switch. Maybe.
And then
Okay.
he's gonna go to Napoli and he's gonna become Maradona. I mean,
Yeah, but then is he going to be able to snatch those goals that McTominay used to score? Because McTominay was a 7 goal a season player, right?
right.
One of those guys like He's gonna score goals. He's gonna come up with two, three crucial goals throughout the season where he won you a game or he got you a point or something. He got you back in the game. Um, I say that at best he's a little bit better, and again I'm clutching, you know, I'm stretching. So for me to say that United are willing to paper out 70, 80 million for him, no. The more concerning thing is that we besides Casemiro and Bruno, there's really nothing else. There's really no options. There's nobody to put in there, right?
Right.
The guy clearly doesn't like Mano. He doesn't, right?
Do you?
Casemiro, Uncle.
Do you like? Do you like Mainu?
I do like Mano. I think it's difficult to say that Mano is not a good player. I think you would be wrong to say that he's not a good player. Um, you can't sit over here and say,
I'm not saying he's not a good player. He has a great potential, but
come
I
on,
feel like
the guy scored a winning goal in an FA Cup final. I mean, he scored a tremendous goal in the Europa League. What was that? A semi-final. Um,
no,
he represented England in a European Cup final.
but his performance dropped. I think his attitude actually changed. It's I don't
I
know. That's my feeling. I feel like he's the same quality player, okay, but if you don't want to run, you're not gonna run. If you don't have your heart there, you're not gonna do nothing.
I don't know if he
Heart.
doesn't have his heart there or he doesn't have his heart. I can see your point. I get that. I get that. Um, the guy also, number one, we don't know him long enough to see if he's the type of player that needs a couple of games to get going. Like Casemiro, for example. Casemiro is the type of player who he needs a run of games to get going. Okay? He needs 5, 6, 7 games to really start coming into his stride, right? We say this every season. Oh, he looks off, he looks slow, he looks bad, his passing looks horrible, blah blah, and then he gets into it, right? If that's the case with Casemiro, right, it could be the case with other players. And maybe Maino's one of these players who needs minutes. He needs minutes to get up to speed, to get to pace, and he could be one of those players. Do I think that he's ideally fit for a two-man midfield? No. Again, I think very few players are suitable for a two-man middle. Okay. Um, he potentially is not one of them, right?
All right.
He potentially is not.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe he should play instead of what's his name? Fernandez, Bruno.
That's what the manager wants. It's between him and Bruno, right? When Bruno's not playing, Mainu can play. I mean, he said it as clear as day. Mainu would be an interesting option for you guys for a loan. I think that would be a smart move for you guys.
Yeah,
100%. He's better than what you have. He's
think
better than every midfielder you have. He's not playing, but he'll get minutes. He'll get minutes when the African Cup of Nation comes in because we're gonna be missing a few players. So
just
then
just one. How many?
we're gonna miss Embuemo,
Yeah.
Ahmed,
And Mazarawi.
Mazara. It's enough plays for him to get a shot. You might move Bruno instead of Embuemo. You might put Dalo back on that side, Mount back on the left wing back. You don't know what's
Imagine all
gonna
of
happen.
them. They're like right wingers,
They technically
right?
are. Yeah,
Mazarawi. Uh, Al-
Dalo and Embuemo.
yeah, both on the same side. Interesting. But yeah, you only have like three African players, right?
Yeah, but it's a shame we didn't pick up all 3 points. I think it's a missed opportunity. considering where we find ourselves. I mean, it's a big traffic jam in the middle of the table.
Watching the game, I saw very balanced. I saw a very balanced game. I
It
think
was.
both teams had chances to
Yeah.
win. You had the advantage to had the last chances. You had two big chances, but
We could have won it at the end.
correct would have been
We
unfair.
hit
Yes,
we hit the post also.
it would have been unfair. Yes, because I feel like
Did they hit
Nottingham.
the post?
I don't remember right now, but I know they had some decent chances, and it was just I think the fair result is the draw.
No, I don't disagree. I think it was a very even game. I would argue outside of that. I mean, Force kind of got into the game a little bit towards the end of the first
First half,
half for sure. Okay, a little bit. They got more control of the game. The opening 10 minutes of the second half
the
was a disaster.
disaster.
Was a disaster. But also on the flip side, to take again a little positive out of the game. This is the perfect game to use as an example, as a barometer of where United are, right? If that happened last season, we would have lost the game. Period. And the comes Forest could have gone on to score another one or two. Okay.
All right,
But not only did we not lose the game, we drew it and we almost won it. It's the same thing with the Liverpool game. Did we maybe were we lucky to win that game? Yeah, yeah, I said that. We were maybe lucky to win that game, right? But we won it. Last season we definitely wouldn't have won it. Even if we were winning and they scored, we would have lost the game. So there are signs that United do look better. Okay? Do you call that turning a corner because you could say United have turned a little bit of a corner. It's just they need a run of consistent games. You need to put a run together. You can have some draws and a loss here and there, but on a count of 10 games, did you win 7 games and maybe you lost two and drew one? What did you do on a run of 10 games? And I think next week we play Spurs, and then after that, I think we have a couple of decent games that are winnable. And you got to be in the mix, right? You got to be up there to be. I think the European spots are up for grabs. I
for sure.
really do.
Even
I
second
really.
spot, I guess, right?
I
You're
mean,
not
if we won against Forest, we would have been in second spot and or third. But tied on point.
okay. Let's talk a little bit about Liverpool versus Villa. Um, I was surprised because I thought Liverpool's not gonna is not gonna win anything. They're not gonna go back to winning for a
And they're
while.
gonna go back to winning sooner or later.
I mean, yeah, but not against Villa and Real Madrid. Definitely, I wouldn't pick those two. Um, but it's gonna be an interesting game this weekend against City. Both were looking sharp in the last game against Villa. Liverpool looked so much better than before. I don't want to say too much about Real Madrid game, but they're over Real Madrid. Best player of the field, I think it was Courtois, right? So that says a
Says
lot.
it all.
It says a lot about the game. So yeah, Liverpool.
I think they have too much quality to not get it right sooner or later, right? Um, I think him moving words, moving words out to the byline helped a little bit. Pushing him out to the wing. I think if you just look at their attacking options, what they have, it's difficult to see how they don't get it right. I think a big player for them this season is two big. I mean, they have so many good players, right? So I think the Hungarian is going to be a big game player for them this season. He is,
Bozak.
yeah, I think he is. I think he's leaning on him a lot. You know, uh, McAllister didn't look amazing, but as soon as he's back, he can pop the ball around. He needs to get the middle right. I think in the front, I think there's no reason to really for him to complicate it, right? You know,
I mean, he has option now, too many, I
a
guess.
lot of
You're
options. The
gonna
thing
play Eke or Isaac.
I would go with it at Kitike.
Ekitike.
I like him. I mean, I'm feeling stupid that United didn't really go crazy yet. But I mean, I don't want to say this, but I mean, right now, given where Liverpool and United are, I could see why a young guy would maybe lean more towards Liverpool, more likely to win things. But I mean, I think he.
But Sesko is not as bad. I mean, it's
No, I'm not saying that Sesko is bad.
and they play in the same they play in the same league.
He
I'm
has
I'm
something
talking about
about him. He has a very special wow factor about him.
Ekitike.
Yeah,
Yes, she has.
he has it, and
But
those are the type of
that special wow, Isaac had it at Newcastle.
not to the same level. No, no,
I don't know. I watch him very closely, and
not
I
not,
was
not
I was wow and surprised and amazed.
okay. He's a good player. That's it. Um, but I think this guy is the type of player that he can get you off your seat, and like he gives you that like wow factor. He does. I don't really see that with Isak. Yeah, he has his moments. He's a good striker. He's a clean
Not
finisher.
at Liverpool, but definitely happened at Newcastle.
I think there's gonna have to come a moment in time where they need to ultimately make the Salah decision. You know,
Maybe. I mean, I'm happy for him. He scored at least in
scored a beautiful goal.
the last two games. He scored. I'm talking about the English Premier League.
He scored a beautiful goal. Was it last week or the week before? I think it was.
I mean, he scored in the both games. No, I think didn't he score
But
also?
one of them was really like wow. It was a beautiful goal. Like he picked it up, one touch, boom, another touch out of his feet. The old Salah, right?
Yeah,
It's clear that he lost a lot of the pace. I don't think he's scaring defenders to the same level and extent that he used to, and that's normal.
maybe
Okay,
he had a bad period, man. Maybe he had a bad period. Maybe he's gonna now. He's more motivated. I don't know. Maybe he heard us making fun of him, so then he said, "You know what?" Sir?"
but
And
but I think this weekend is going to be a good litmus test to see where both clubs are.
yeah,
You know,
this
I
is
I think it's going to be
a,
interesting to see
a
where
draw.
the
Gonna be a draw for who? For Arsenal.
Arsenal for us a draw is great
For you,
because
what do you put it? You're gonna
we're not gonna
be
do
in
we're not gonna
gonna
do
see.
anything.
We're gonna. Ooh, we finished second. Oh no,
I
we finished second.
I don't
Oh,
know. Maybe some motivation for the guys over there. You know, some some some,
so
some
it's gonna
bragging
be
rights.
bottom of the
That's all I
second.
have. Huh?
The bottom of the second. So Arsenal is not gonna be anymore in the bottom of the second. It's gonna be Liverpool, City, and United. Like
Who are who
all
are
days.
Arsenal playing?
Oh, Arsenal is playing Sunderland, my favorite team.
I mean,
Favorite.
Sunderland had a little bit back to reality last weekend. No,
Who they play against? Back to that. Bournemouth? No, who they play?
No, they who was it that they played?
City.
No, did they played Everton? Well, I'm surprised they dropped points against Everton.
So what was back to reality? They
No,
last,
then no. What am I saying? I thought somebody decent lost this week.
yeah, Leeds United. They were back to reality, back to
Bournemouth was a little back to reality. Sorry, with the loss against City.
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
And I think they
The
have another decent opposition this weekend. No, they have Villa. You know, Villa. Yeah, that's another nice game. A couple of decent games, especially at the bottom of the table.
yeah.
You
So
know,
let's
you
talk.
got Everton, Fulham, interesting game,
So
just to
let's
see
talk
how that
about
shapes up.
that's gonna close the night. Let's
Say
talk
that
about
again.
the next game that's gonna come up, and
Um,
that's
Spurs United is the first game of the weekend. I think we'd do a win. Would be nice to beat them because how many times did they beat us last season? Four times? Four times, I think. Four or five. Anyway, if you play them five times, they beat us five times. Okay? Four
anytime
times
you
for
guys
sure.
play,
Hmm.
anytime you played, right?
Four
I mean,
times.
you wow, they beat you twice in the league and
Twice,
where?
twice in the league, once in the FA Cup, and the Europa League final. It couldn't have been more embarrassing. I say we beat them. We'll win this time. Yeah, we'll win. That's it. We'll win.
Okay,
And then you got Everton, Fulham.
I see a draw. I see a draw.
It's not the worst thing in the world. It's
Next,
not the worst thing in the world. I mean, it doesn't do anything amazing for us, but I think a win going into that would be phenomenal. Would be great because then we have um a decent run of games. You understand? So getting back to winning, I think could launch a little
it's gonna
bit.
put you on the map. It's gonna put you on the map.
It's not about putting any. We're always on the map. We are the map.
Not last
Okay.
year, but anyways, yeah. Last year you were
Oh, come on.
undefeated.
Last year was, I don't know how to describe it, but we look better. We look more cohesive, more organized. And then you got
Everton
okay,
full.
so you're calling it a draw, huh?
Tottenham United, yeah, sure. I'll put a draw, but I know this person they don't know how to draw. They can only lose or win. Both of the teams. Tottenham or Man United, both are the same shit. That's why they were neighbors
We
in the
drew a
game.
couple of games already this season.
Huh?
We drew a couple of games this season. So did they.
No, I know, but you're not expecting them to draw. You're expecting them either to lose, either to win.
The only thing is there's going to be I think there's going to be goals in that game. Okay,
Yeah.
there's going to be goals in that game because and that's where I also say we've turned a little bit of a corner. We're starting to score goals. Okay, we haven't been scoring goals the last 2 3 years. We haven't, not enough, not enough to be.
Eric Ten Hag was hard to score goals. He didn't even know how to bring the ball in the front of the goal.
No, we weren't scoring goals under Aaron Tag. The last time we were really scoring goals was under Oli. That was the last time we were really scoring goals. We're conceding a lot of goals, but fine. I'll take the conceding if we're scoring. Okay. Um, but Spurs look tight in the. Well, they look a little bit better than us in the back, maybe a little bit. We still have the bozo
You
gene.
saw you saw the goal of this guy from Spurs.
No, I didn't see it.
Watch it.
It was good. Who scored it?
Van den whatever his name is, Van den Heck, whatever.
3 goals in 1 week.
That's
He's
a
good, man.
that's a
He's good.
center. He's the fastest, I think, in the league.
The only thing that guy needs to do is just get
Stay
lucky
fit.
and stay fit.
Yeah, it's hard to stay fit because he's running too fast, and I guess like his muscle are like you can only do sprints
Maybe
twice.
he's got to work. Maybe he's got to work a little bit on his positioning, so he doesn't need to.
Maybe
Maybe he's got to go to the drawing board a little bit. Okay, moving on.
Everton.
Um, who's next? Everton, Fulham.
Yeah,
What are you calling that?
I'm calling Everton 1-0.
Me too. Me
West
too.
Ham Burnley.
I'm telling you, there's a lot of action in the bottom. I think this weekend, a lot of shaping is gonna start taking place.
Right. So it's a
West
big game.
Ham.
West Ham, right? I would say West Ham as well. Even though Burnley is not playing bad at all.
No, no, but West Ham looked really good against Castle. They looked really, 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 really good, man. They looked good. They
Thank
looked
God it
good.
happened after the Leeds game. Oof. So this
Did he
guy,
got was Nuno already in?
Nuno, Nuno was his first game. So maybe he didn't have time to change too much, but yeah, it was his first game. Thank God. I was scared, but yeah, Nuno, it's a good manager, man.
Sunderland, Arsenal.
I would say Arsenal, but you never know with Sunderland. Sunderland is like the biggest surprise of the season.
You want to go for a draw?
I would like to go Arsenal. I would say Arsenal. Maybe it's Arsenal of the year. Why not? Fuck them.
Let's go Arsenal on that one. Chelsea, Wolves. If there's a club that can mess this one up, it's Chelsea.
Yeah, but if Chelsea lose this, I think they're gonna get rid of the coach.
No, but no chance. There's no chance. Chelsea win this one. I can't. Crystal Palace, Brighton. Good game.
Yeah,
Good game. What time is that game?
it's 9 a.m. Sunday.
Good game. That game. That's a tough one to call. That is a tough one to call.
When in doubt, always go for a draw.
Who's home? Crystal Palace.
Yes.
Palace win.
Okay. I'll go with you with this one. I agree.
Villa Bournemouth. Good game.
Both are suffering from the last week games. So I don't know. One of them needs to win. Maybe Villa. Bro, I'll say Villa.
Very even games this week. Very even games across the board. Everybody has a good, perfect game. Besides Chelsea, that's the only one that's really lopsided, I think. Um,
And Sunderland.
Brentford,
It should have been Sunderland, Wolves, and Chelsea, Arsenal. That would have been the
yeah,
perfect.
that would have been that's it. Brentford, Newcastle. They looked horrible,
Horrible, yeah, sure, but
but Brentford are horrible too. Okay, fine. I go draw.
yeah,
I
I
go
go.
draw on that game.
I go Newcastle. Nottingham.
Forest, Leeds.
I hate going against my team. They have no chance.
No, you're gonna lose that game. It's not good if you lose that game. It's Not good, no bueno, because we're saying West Ham is gonna win. We're saying Forest is gonna win.
It's
What
gonna
what
be
did we say?
28.
Burnley is.
Should
We said
be
Burnley is
28
gonna
games.
lose.
We're
Hmm?
gonna win the next 28 games, Chris. Don't worry.
City, Liverpool.
Maybe they're gonna make a surprise. Least maybe they're gonna make the surprise.
Let's say Forest, so we can be pleasantly surprised when Leeds win.
Sure, Forest. Man City and Liverpool. 1-1.
We say City win it.
Really?
You know,
Why?
I think Haaland's on fire, man.
He's on fire. Definitely, he's been on fire. He's on fire. He's gonna be on fire.
You think Van
But
Dijk is gonna whip out one of those amazing performances? He's just gonna pocket this young man and be like, "Not today, boy. Not today. I'm Van Dijk."
I mean, both are good teams. I think Liverpool
Sure,
has better players than City, to be honest with you.
I agree with you 100 million
I,
percent.
besides Haaland, which he's the best from both teams, but in my opinion, but you need to have the guy that gives you the pass. If you
You going with a draw?
think so, yeah.
Listen, let's say they get a draw and let's say Arsenal win 2020. That's 8 points. Still comfortable. Still a little comfortable. I mean, it's really early, but and
It,
if we
it,
win 20, wow. All right. That's what we need. Draw. Let's go for a draw.
yeah. So you
No,
hope you can.
I think I don't know. It's a toss up. I could see Liverpool winning this game. I could see Liverpool running riot too, winning 3-0 also. 3-1. I could see it.
I mean, both had bad games this season, like bad performances. City just 2 games ago, no? Who did they embarrass themselves?
Listen, if Liverpool win this game is going to be it's going to give them a lot of confidence.
Oh, mm, Aston Villa, right? Embarrassed City the other, like 2 games ago,
And
right?
Brighton very early on,
Yeah, in Brighton. So, and then
3-0.
Liverpool now they embarrassed the Villa last week. So,
Would you say that was embarrassing? They
for who?
embarrassed them?
Who?
Liverpool to Villa.
Yeah, they didn't show anything, Villa. They were like a different team from City game. I was
I
hoping
think
they're
I think I think
gonna
I
force
think
it.
Villa I think Villa are a very, very good, direct, fast team. Okay? But I think when they come up against a team that has high quality players, because you have to face the facts, right? Liverpool, as much as they're disorganized or whatever, right? What as soon as they get it together, they have high quality players, right? They're gonna get unstuck unless a lot of things go their way. I mean, granted, in football, you need a lot of things to go your way, right? But I think at that point, that's where Villa get unstuck a little bit. Like they're good, they have quality, but they don't have the quality of the so-called top three teams. Okay, they don't.
They're
Okay,
not.
they
They're
don't
not.
have.
They're not even top six, to my opinion. But anyway,
No, they're from seven to nine, right? But if the other, let's say five, six, are not having a really up and down season, they could sneak in. They could definitely sneak in.
yeah, you can have Nottingham Forest sneak in. You can have Brighton sneak in. You can have
Yeah,
all
but
these.
last season
Have,
everybody was. Last
you can
season
have
everybody was.
Sunderland sneak in, but that don't make them.
No, it doesn't make them an amazing team, right? It really doesn't. Um, Liverpool have more. I'm not really impressed with City. Like amazingly like wow. Definitely not the City. Hmm?
They played very well against Bournemouth.
Yeah, and but they
And
should be winning that game, right?
Bournemouth to me is the same level as Villa.
But what did we just say about Villa? I think Bournemouth are a solid team. They are. They are. But I mean, can you expect them to mount some type of top four challenge? No. No. Can they hold it together for 10, 12 games? If the games fall into their way the right way, the fixtures pile up the right way, yeah, potentially they could be somewhere there. But once the season plays itself out, the table will always not lie. It only lied last season with United in 14th. That was a lie. We're not that bad.
So no surprise, no surprise next week. I mean this weekend.
In terms of what? No surprises.
No surprise in terms of to have like a big surprise. I feel like every week we have a big surprise, and I don't see any game. The only game that I can see a surprise would be Sunderland Arsenal or Wolves Chelsea
That could be a surprise.
or Wolves
Uh,
Chelsea. Who Wolves got as a new manager? I heard they fired him.
Oh yeah, but come on. I mean, I don't see really Wolves gonna beat
But who do
Chelsea.
they
I
get?
mean, I don't know who they got. Who do they got? Let me see.
Ancelotti.
Rob Edwards rejects Wolves' request. Ten Hag interest in Wolves talk. Oh Lord, have mercy.
They're gonna
Oh,
get the
oh
position
Lord.
one shot with that Ten Hagen. Poor guy, man.
The stats. Well, I
Poor
think
guy.
it take. He's gonna play in the championship.
Yeah.
Who's Raxum? Raxum. Who's Raxum? No, it's a good shout. The Sunderland Arsenal game. That could be a banana peel over there. Bournemouth Villa. Either which way it goes, are you gonna call it an upset? Realistically speaking, of Bournemouth win, are you super surprised? Probably not. Um, Leeds Forest.
Unless Leeds are winning anything else, it's not a surprise.
I I wouldn't be surprised if you win that game. I'm not expecting to win that game, but if you
Yeah.
win, I would be a little bit surprised. Like I'm I wouldn't be worried to play Leeds, right? Me personally, I
Nobody's
wouldn't
worth
be.
play Leeds.
Seeing what I saw out of Forest, like yeah, you're gonna have a hard time getting something out of that game. You're gonna have a hard
Yes.
time. You got to be really on it. But yeah,
So
that's
no
what I think.
surprises. That's what I'm saying.
No, I don't see. No, no. I really think it's Arsenal's year this year. I don't think they're gonna screw it up. I really don't think so.
All right. Can't wait to see the next games. We're gonna do a fresh. We're gonna do a very fresh episode after the game passes. So stay tuned, guys. You know, for Monday night football, we call it here in the USA. You know, today's the Thursday.
Monday night talk with the goal line
Today's
gag.
Thursday night football. Today's the Thursday night football. We have that too. No, so yeah,
Pleasure as always, sir.
likewise. We're having our fun, right? So thank you.
Yeah, yeah. We'll light some candles this weekend.
Let's who is it? The yellow and the blue.
Something like that. Something like
The
that.
whites. The
All
whites
right.
they're gonna become brown. Okay.
Good night, everybody.
Right. Take care. Bye.